We're just normal men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
You decide when you lose, not other people.
And Blabs.
I like pickles.
And co-hosted by our friends from around the internet. If you like common sense, hit that thumbs up button and, of course, the subscribe button. And join us Monday through Friday live at 11 a.m. Central Time. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and SideScrollers.locals.com. What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday to you. Hi, I'm Stuttering Craig. My, oh my. We have a big one for you today. It's going to be a great show with some phenomenal guests. But first, as always, we are joined by the one, the only Queen of Blabonia.
Hi, I like that sometimes I'm the princess, sometimes I'm the queen. It just doesn't, one day Craig's gonna be like king, and I'll be like, okay, whatever.
You identify however you want to identify.
It is Pride Month. I identify as a pine cone.
That's true. Good point. We'll get to our Pride celebration in a little bit because we got a lot to celebrate, Blabs. People are loving our Pride celebration this year. They're loving it. It's great. Speaking of Pride, a couple prideful gentlemen here. Pride, not of the sin variety, but a couple wonderful dudes. Gabe and Dean. Hello, guys. How are you?
How you doing?
Great. Blabs, you're my favorite pine cone.
Thank you.
Of all the pine cones that I know.
Thank you.
Right. I of all the pine cones I know, you are definitely one of them.
True.
Thank you, guys.
The illustrious Pinecone Blabs. If you can change your name, Blabs, that'd be great.
Right.
Or at least make sure your pronouns are reflected in your name. I'd really appreciate that. Well, gentlemen, glad you joined us today. How's everything going in your life?
Another day in paradise.
Man, that's what I love about you guys. You guys come on smiling, even waking up 2 hours early, hanging out. It's great stuff.
I've been up for 4 hours already. I've been doing radio and television interviews for Ronald Reagan documentary that comes out tomorrow on News Nation. So I've been talking about that for the last several hours, and I'm proud to be I narrate this 90-minute special on News Nation. So if you don't have News Nation, go to joinnn.com and you can find out where it is, and you can see the special on a very incredible president and human being, Ronald Reagan, who I was fortunate enough to meet, and he was my president through all my high school and college years, so kind of formidable years. And he went through the stuff that went on during his administration was awesome. So if you want to learn a little something about that guy, check it out tomorrow, Saturday, the 8th.
I'll tell you what, that's Ronald Reagan. I grew up in the 80s and early 90s. So Ronald Reagan, for me, he was, as I was a kid, like young kid, he was my president, when I'm 6, 7, 8 years old. Right. So, and I didn't know he was an actor till much later. Do you have, obviously, Dean, there's precedent here to potentially be a president here.
There's also the Arnoldnator, the governor that was there. True. I think it's weird these days. It's hard to not be an actor and be a politician because they're on camera so much, doing so much, saying so much, sometimes saying things they don't believe. I believe that there are many politicians who do that. I don't know. 51, intelligence agencies said that this is Russian disinformation. Sorry, that just came out yesterday.
Dean, when you are elected president in 2028, I volunteer to be one of your toadies. So where will you put me as a crony cabinet member?
I don't have any crony. I'm not a crony capitalist kind of guy, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have to figure that out.
All right.
They have a chief enforcer. They have that.
Okay.
It's a new title, new cabinet position.
Okay. If we were to put together traditional celebrities if you were to make a celebrity presidential cabinet, right? You got to think, obviously you got Dean Cain, you got Mike Rowe. Mike Rowe would be a great Secretary of Labor. Agriculture labor. Exactly. Right. that'd be a really interesting list of people who are pretty, normal people that would get things back on track. But yeah, that'd be a really interesting list to put together of the quote unquote celebrity or actor. If we were just to get rid of everybody in all the positions and put a bunch of actors in there, who would it be? But
it can't be any worse. Come on.
That's right. Right now we have a bunch of bad actors, which is good.
Yes.
Well, look, I'd like to remind everyone. Yeah, right. I'd like to remind everybody, in addition to YouTube, we're live over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. Join us over there. We are growing every single day as we continue to grow closer towards 10,000 followers. Why do we love Rumble Blabs, Pinecone Blabs?
Because it grows organically, Pinecone.
That's right. It grows organically. People just organically find us over there, and we continue to grow, which is great. I
just noticed you changed your name on there. That's great.
That's right. We also have an X account, which you can watch the show on, and you could have found out that Gabe and Dean were going to be on the show today, which is great. Love that. So follow us.
I found out on X that we were going to be on here today. I didn't know.
Oh, no.
And I'm glad it worked right in between. I still have one more thing to do for the documentary, but good timing.
Well, let us know if you need to roll at any time. Okay, you just say the word.
All right, guys, there he goes.
Well, that's it. We also have an Instagram account, don't we, Blabs?
We do, so follow us for memes and clips of the show. Otherwise, you get no sandwiches.
No sandwiches at all. It's the worst punishment.
And I won't do your dishes either.
Thanks, Blabs. Appreciate that. The big threats coming down today. We also have a Kick account, and you can listen to the show over on Spotify and Apple Podcast. And of course, find us over at sidescrollers.locals.com. If you are new to us over here on YouTube, make sure you guys hit the follow button, the subscribe button, and join the 83,700 common sense lovers in the video game and entertainment space. Also, hit the thumbs up button if you wouldn't mind, and let's do our best to get to 25 memberships today. But as I said, it is Pride Month, gentlemen, and we do have our own Pride celebration going on this month in the best way possible. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that right now, this month through July 4th, you can pick up your American Pride t-shirt right now, available on the store. Head on down, pick up your American Pride shirt. They've been flying off the shelves, which is great, including Crazy Landlow and Anna P, who picked up the American Pride t-shirt earlier this morning. So make sure you guys go pick one up. Link's in the description. I feel like I need to get one for Dean and Gabe as well, and send some out to you guys.
You don't like our shirts?
I think they're great. Look at those shirts. Look at these guys. Look at that.
That's right. That's right. Those are available at bigmancomics.com. Craig, could you put your ad back up for your American Pride shirt? I do like the copy on here. Available.
Give me death.
Available until they're gone.
That's right.
I like that. That's a bit of a tautology.
That's right. It's
all
important.
Right, quick quiz, Gabe. Whose quote is that? Give me liberty or give me death.
Oh, that's Hancock, right?
Nope.
Oh, who is it then?
I believe
we're all Googling.
Patrick Henry. Damn it. John Hancock is the one with the extra huge signature.
Now
Patrick
I'm looking.
Henry
Yes, exactly.
I
want to make sure.
Hey, I've only been out of my bed for 30 minutes. Give me a break here.
Give me liberty or give me death is a quote attributed to American politician and orator Patrick Henry from a speech he made in the Second Virginia Convention, March 23rd, 1775 at St. John's Church in Richmond, Virginia.
And I should know that there's a Patrick Henry High School nearby here in San Diego.
At St. John's in Richmond, Virginia. Really? The capital. That's cool. I didn't know that's where he said that. That's awesome.
Thanks, DuckDuckGo for that information. Really appreciate that. That's good. We're learning here. So yeah, we got a great show today, and the support has been spectacular right at the bat. Now, guys, since you've been on the show, we've changed a few things to where now, if somebody supports with a $50 direct donation, this was a viral thing that happened about a week or so ago, and Valkyrie Winter came in with a $50 super chat. It says, "Oh, you know what time it is? Jiggle time. Dean, you are my Superman mate. We are normal men. Hail 199, and as always, Skull Blabs. Please introduce." Oh
Yay!
No!
Hi.
Ta-da! I see Dean clapping.
Dean's over here. Look at Gabe over here. Gabe's just like, yeah, let's go.
I disavow. I'm a married man.
I am not, and nothing wrong with a good jiggle.
Hey, I agree.
I agree. And you know what's even better is that Aaron W came in with a $50 direct donation. Blast. How we do the shorter version says, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Craig. If Blabs comes to Texas, we should do another meetup where we all wear our bucket hats. Let's go. Hey,
It's like those googly eyes you get at the arts and crafts store.
They're mesmerizing, aren't they?
we should put a Blast. Maybe you could. If I did it, I'd get charged with some sort of harassment. But if you were to take it in to some sort of editing software and add googly eyes to it, and I think that'd be really funny.
I mean, write it down on my Looney Tunes sticky note and be like, put googly eyes on tits.
I thought I saw a googly eye. I thought I saw a googly eye.
I thought I saw a googly eye. Very good.
Oh my goodness. And
a boy or a girl? I always thought it was a little boy, but then someone told me it could have been a girl.
I thought it was a boy.
Who?
Tweety Bird.
Yeah, it's a boy.
I always thought Tweety Bird was a boy.
Okay,
Yeah.
someone told me it's a girl.
Yeah.
it's my thought as well.
Not that it matters, but
Tweety Bird has the all-time greatest song from that. That's singing in the bathtub. You know that one? And he's watching all his troubles go swimming down to Dwayne. I love that one. I don't know. I think it's really
Ladies and gentlemen, Gabe, let's keep going.
swimming down to Dwayne. There you
another
go.
musical number.
There you go.
Good stuff, man.
Look it up. It's hilarious.
Blaz, please see if you can find Tweety Bird singing in Dwayne right there.
No, he was something about singing in the bathtub, something like that. And all his troubles go swimming down the drain. So
Excellent. We'll see if you can
Despite
find
the
it.
perceptions that many people hold,
Yes.
Tweety is male,
oh, there you go.
although
you
his
go.
ambiguity was played with.
Well, that now we know. Look at there. We are here to solve the important questions just plaguing America today, as if we needed to know Tweety Bird was male or female, which is good. Hey, Gabe, maybe you want to sing this one because at $100 donation, which Raider came in with, says request "Ride with Me" by Nelly in an Indian accent.
Don't know the song.
Oh, you know, "Ride with Me." This was big in the 2000s. If you want to go and get high with me, whatever. Nelly back.
I hate rap music. I don't listen to it, but I think I heard that in the club when I was in college in like 2001.
Ride with me.
We'll get Raider. We'll get to that a little bit later on. Thank you very much, Raider, for your ridiculous support. I got some people to put on the wall, which I will get to in just a little bit. Like I said, I want to be mindful of Gabe and Dean's time today as we get on. So, Blabs, it looks like you found
it out there real quick though. I do speak Hindi.
Oh, good.
Really?
I speak very little Hindi, but I could say, like the Blabs, I could say bahut badmaash ladki hai, and that'd be true.
That was disgusting. Apologize.
No, I just said I just said you're a bad girl.
Oh, I should change my hat. It says bad bitch on the other one. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. I knew. See, I knew.
All right. Well, Blabs, it looks like you found something.
I do. But so I found like a compilation and I found the singing in the bathtub. I don't know if we're going to get hit for it, though.
That's okay. Let's give it a go.
So here it is.
Watching all my troubles go swinging down the drain.
See?
That's good. There you go. We're good.
Life is full of hope. You can sing with feeling while fearing for the soap.
I love
Mel Blanc. What a stud. What an unbelievable guy.
How can that not make you happy?
It
So
does.
happy.
I love it.
I love the idea that Gabe pulled out this like super niche little cut from a Tweety Bird cartoon that he saw way back in the day. I love it.
And then Blabs pulled it up like nothing.
Yes, that is
Googling. The big YouTube helps.
the wonders.
Well, if
of
you're
the
at my house and I happen to be in the bath, you may hear a little
my
singing
gosh.
coming through the door. You may hear it. Then I'm going to come out and do that move where the towel goes between the legs.
Oh, yeah.
I Jerry do that on Tom and Jerry. So.
Thank you for that visual.
Yeah.
Listen, hands up in the chat if you've ever done the what's the, I guess the floss, maybe that's like the real
Yes,
floss.
yeah.
I gotta say I did. I know. Sorry, Blabs.
Hey, you got to dry off, man. If you don't do it, who's going to do it for you?
I wasn't
Gotta be
singing Tweety Bird though when I did it.
Oh, boy.
You should try it. Don't make fun of it till you try it.
Good point. All right, look, we got.
You know, so many people are going to be singing that later today.
Yeah, right?
They're
Everyone's
walking
going to
around
tweet
their
at like side scrollers and Dean and Game like, I sang Tweety Bird today.
Well, I also fully anticipate the Legion of Memers coming in and probably putting Gabe's face on somebody doing doing applause. Yes.
Please. Nice and dry, ready to go.
That's good for you, Gabe. Good for
You
you.
use the hair dryer, Gabe. You know that too, right?
Oh,
Gabe's over here, like got his leg up over here.
Oh, you're like the public pool bathroom with your leg by that hand dryer. You know, the kind that just blows the crap everywhere in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
What about the
Literally.
naked shaver? You guys go to the public pool and you're in the men's room and you're getting ready to go swimming.
No, I don't go in the men's room.
Not you, Blabs. But in the old days,
What we got here?
people used to get out of the house instead of just being online all the time, and you go swimming at the club by your house, and there'd be some dude in his 50s or 60s standing in front of the mirror shaving. It was very disturbing when you're a
Just
kid.
buck.
Like,
Yeah,
That's
just
the health
straight up.
club thing. There's that type that just cruises around like that.
yeah. Ugh.
At what point are you so comfortable, or you just don't care that you're just like, yeah, whatever, just let it fly, you know?
I think the age of 60. I'm getting close.
60. All right. Well, look, we can talk about free balling all day long, which, you know, we
That
may
song
do
by
it.
Tom Petty. I love that.
Betty and the Ball Breakers.
Man, I got to be honest. I'm surprised somebody didn't take that Tom Petty song and do a parody of it with free
Here
balling.
it comes.
I think Tweedy Bird actually covered that free balling. So
I'm free.
free.
Free ball. Yep.
Oh Lord. Well, that's awesome. Hey, I do want to give a quick shout out to Mercenary real quick. Mercenary came in and picked up the wondrous Let Us Skateboard t-shirt that my 9-year-old daughter designed. Look at that. Also,
Yes.
yeah. A future artist, Gabe, by the way. Look at that wonderful
Current artist.
Good point. She brought that home from school, and it was a school project, and I kept everything on it, including the eraser marks that she had, because I loved everything about it so much. So every shirt that we sell, she gets $5. So she's made almost $150 so far. So she's like,
Wow.
So now we're putting it in her post high school fund, which is good for investments and stuff. So
She's a big shot. She's not taking your calls anymore.
no, she already is at the age where she's like, so.
Oh yeah.
And Marty came in and said, Craig, my little loves the skateboarding shirt. Dean, I would totally vote for you for my president. Have a great weekend, all. Marty, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you.
Well, we'll if there ever is a time where you want to break that news, Dean, that you're going to be running for president in the year 2028 or maybe in the future, you just let us know and we'll gladly help get the word out.
I'll put the announcement on here. Forget, the number one late night show in television now, Gutfeld. Forget doing it there.
Nope.
What's amazing to that is I would do it here on Side Scrollers.
Video game and entertainment news. That's the beacon of this for sure.
Tell you what, video game and entertainment. Video games just dwarf entertainment now. I mean, it's incredible. And if you'd have said that, 40 years ago, nobody would have believed you.
You're right. Actually, the revenue combined is bigger than movies and TV combined in games, and that's why shows like this are so important. And that's why, and another change since we've actually changed the name of our community to just normal men. That's why we say our community is just a member. Everyone here is just normal. We're the normal ones, and everything else going on out there is insane. In fact, a great content producer, great friend, Dev Short Fat Otaku, made a video about that today, about how normal everything is right wing, and like we're just normal people in the entire world, and the insanity associated with it. So, and Strange Axel came in and says normal men. Also, shout out to Dev on his normal men video he posted this morning. Good stuff. And yes, thank you very much. Speaking of, Dev came in, says hail to all you normaloids out there. Thank you, Dev. Appreciate that. All right, look, we got a lot going on. Hey, Matthew came in and says, holy moly, it's Superman. There he is right there. Do you ever get tired of that, Dean?
No. I mean, there's things you can be called, and I've been called a lot of things. But playing that character and being associated with him at all, phenomenal. I mean, it's great. When you play sports and stuff, and like say you get your shot blocked in basketball, it's coming. Get that out of here, Superman. And that's okay. Every time I get on an aircraft, I get that one. But it's what a wonderful character to be associated with forever. Truth, justice, and the American way. I'm with it 100%.
Didn't they change it? Truth, justice, and they changed it recently.
They did. I
Yeah.
did.
They?
Yeah.
Gabe and I
Hey,
did.
Greg, I know a little something about
Yeah,
that.
why don't you ask Gabe?
Dean and only Dean. no.
I did quit working at DC Comics after almost 15 years over this, Craig. You may know this.
So,
They
Dean,
launched
I'd
that
love to
new
hear
stupid
only your
roast.
thoughts on this. Definitely not Gabe's thoughts on this. no, Gabe, tell us more about this.
Just they did a woke, stupid Superman, and his slogan is no longer truth, justice, the American way. It's truth, justice, in a better world and
Better
a better
tomorrow.
tomorrow. They had two of
Whatever.
them. They couldn't even settle on it. And then they're like, hey, it'd be cool if we did a lot of, featuring in the storylines, the sex life of his underage son. So I'm like, peace. I don't work here anymore. See you guys later. So, yeah. So it's not fun to talk about. I don't want to talk about those clowns. Whatever.
Let's
What
not
have you
talk-
gone on to do though afterwards, Gabe?
I went on to make the greatest graphic novel. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say of the millennium.
Wow.
Dean Cain, All-American Lawman. My green screen is eating it alive.
Oh, got
But,
you there.
yeah, we've got the shirts. Go to bigmancomics.com. See all this everywhere. And you can get it. There's still a few copies of the very first printing left. And
I'll tell you
we
what.
have a lot of huge announcements coming next month at the San Diego Comic-Con.
Dean,
Not yet.
you tossed him a softball, and Gabe just hit that son of a gun right out of the park right there. That was good stuff.
Set up.
All right. Let's and once again, links to everything is down in the description. Obviously, we'll put them in the chat as well if you guys want to go pick up your edition number 1.
Please, can I have just 10 seconds? And guys,
Yeah,
I'm kind of joking and this and that, trying to be funny about a crappy subject, but go to Big Man Comics and get it for sure. Support things that are non-woke. Support normal men, because one thing the left woke does is they walk in lockstep, man, and they support each other and support this stuff. And you'll be entertained as hell. You will love this. Everyone that's read it is like, oh my God, this is an 80s action movie. You'll absolutely love it. So please go get that right now. There's just a few left of the first printing. When they're gone forever.
Gone forever.
Support us normaloids.
Well, Sean came in and picked up the American Pride t-shirt. He says this is for the normal, innocent, common sense men who say enough is enough of forced DEI, identity politics, propaganda, who just want to play a game about a monkey getting his bananas back. That's right. Labs with Super Monkey Ball. It's good.
I like Super Monkey Ball. It's a great game. Have it on my little Nintendo DS.
Hey, Sean, thank you very much. He also says, let's go MAGA, Hell 199, and also reached out to podcast.
Did you say
podcast-
MAGA?
MAGA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
MAGA.
say
MAGA.
MAGA. I've said, and I know I'm in the minority, but I say MAGA. I don't know. I just do. When I saw that
Make it
word,
exotic. That's fine.
It's the Mexican in you, Gabe. That A is a ah.
Yeah.
if you were saying it with the Spanish accent, you would say MAGA. You would not say MAGA.
Entiendo la verdad.
I think it depends on your accent. If you, MAGA.
Oh, that's like, is that like north, like Chicago, Wisconsin,
right.
Chicago Bears?
The Bears.
Chicago. All right, Blabs, give us a rundown real quick of today in gaming history.
All right, so real fast, all links are in the description below, guys, including the News Nation article where you can find Dean's thing with Ronald Reagan. But also, June 7th, guys, is basically another handheld day. So we have Disney Lilo and Stitch. Shut up, Craig. I like Lilo and Stitch. Look at him. Why are you laughing at me? Anyway, so that was released 2002. Sonic Advance 3 was released back in 2004. And Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures was released back in 2004. So there you have it. What are you laughing at?
I can talk like Stitch. That's one of my talents.
Hi, Gabe.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, no.
Look, I impressed Superman. I win.
You win.
He's gone.
Not even gonna worry about that. Wow. I love the fact that you forced Lilo and Stitch on Game Boy Advance and onto the list.
Yeah, you got a prob there, Craig?
I'll say you could talk like Lilo in front of Dean.
I didn't
Cain
plan
Gabe.
this. I wasn't going to do this. This is a known
Yeah,
fact. I
right.
can do like a Gollum Stitch thing. I can sing all of Bohemian Rhapsody in Stitch.
No, you can't.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
I'm not going to do all of it, but I can. So, ha.
No.
Put me back.
Congratulations.
I can do it too.
Labs just went up in my book.
Yes.
There we go.
Listen, if you ever need a Stitch voice actor, hi.
All right.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be me. I promise you that.
Yeah. Well, I would like to remind you guys that Today in Gaming History is brought to you by our friends over at Zydax PCs. If you guys are in the market for a PC, definitely consider Zydax. They are all made in America and with support all in America. They make awesome custom PCs. If you're in the market, they all look super sweet. So go check it out. Once again, link is in the description. American made, American supported. We like that.
Like it a lot.
Yes. All right. Let's get into it, gentlemen. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. All right, here we are. Got a little cowboy in us today, as we're gonna take off the hat, put it over our hearts as a major loss in the world of TV is happening today, as the final show for Pat Sejak on the Wheel of Fortune is happening today. May have happened, depending on your syndication, may have already happened. But Pat Sejak, after 43 years, says goodbye to Wheel of Fortune, a show that I think the wonderful thing about Wheel of Fortune is anybody can watch it and it resonates with anybody. It's fun to watch. It's quick. It's the same thing every single day while still being different. And Pat Sejak, as a long time, I mean, I've been watching since the 80s, right? They've always been able to modify the show, but the constant along the way has been Pat Sejak and Vanna White. And Pat Sejak says goodbye today. Guys, I would like to open it up to you. Your thoughts on Wheel of Fortune and Pat Sejak. Will it ever be the same?
Nope. It'll never be the same again. What a, 40, we said 43. I thought it was 41. I don't know. It starts with a 4. That's a long time to hold a job hosting a show. And he's had some wonderful zingers back in the day. Well, throughout the course of these 40-something years of people guessing some wrong answers. There was a really good one just recently if we can find it, that's worth playing. It's very funny. The contestant made a wrong choice, but it was great. Pat Sejak had a talk show back in the day, little known fact. And I know somebody who was on that talk show. This guy.
Really?
He had a talk show he was doing for a while there. Really nice guy. Bless him. 40-something years that's more than a career. So bless him and hopefully he just rides off into the sunset having a great time.
Wait, tell me about this talk show. Was it during his run of Wheel of Fortune?
Yes.
Like when was this?
Oh gosh, I think it was a late 90s. I'm guessing you could probably look it up. Pat Sejak show. It was he was doing both. I mean, because when you're taping these game shows, he'll tape 6 in a day,
Right.
8 in a day, and you're ripping through them, and it's great fun, and you zip through, and it's fun to watch. But they're banking him, so he had a lot of free time, and I mean, not a lot, but he had that talk show, and I don't know exactly when it was.
1989 to 1990. Short-lived late-night talk show on CBS.
89 to 90?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, there was something. Maybe there was something else he did then. There was another one. He had another one. I'm sure of it because I did it, and it wasn't in '89. I wouldn't have been doing it because I was just out of college and I was playing for this team.
Oh, the Bills. By the way, here is the clip, by the way, that you're talking about, the most recent, which was just spectacular.
This is awesome.
This guy, by the way, the tie-in here is that the guy who guessed it is a gamer. And I don't know if you guys have seen the full clip because they asked him before. He's like, when they go to talk about the contestants, he's like, "So you're a gamer?" And he's like, "Yeah." So that's his profession, which is great.
Toss-up is worth $1,000. Category is phrase, and off we go.
I mean, the exclamation point is brilliant here. Also, like, it only adds to it.
Right in the butt.
My favorite thing about this is, number one, the reaction of this lady over here, how she is so shocked. What? And followed after that, Tavares over here, his instant regret, and you can see it on his face right there.
This is not the first time going for the butt has got this man in trouble.
Oh,
and then we got this lady in the middle who's just along for the ride. She's just enjoying it. And it's like, that's cool, you know what's going on. And
right
then the response from Pat. This was what makes Pat Sejak so wonderful.
No.
No.
That's 43 years of this. He's like, no.
By the way, I think I found what Dean was talking about. Are you referring to the Pat Sajak weekend on Fox News in 2003?
Bam.
Okay,
no.
yeah.
Yes.
No.
Maybe.
I don't know if it was on Fox News. I don't know if it was on Fox News.
Says from at least 2002, Sejak hosted the Pat Sajak Baseball Hour, a syndicate weekly radio sports talk show that ended in 2006 due to scheduling conflicts.
Wow.
Nope, that's not it. But
Pat Sajak talking sports? That sounds awesome.
Baseball.
Wow.
CNN's Larry King Live, where Sejak became a freaking guest host.
Wow.
I could have sworn it was the Sejak show. Maybe I'm just crazy.
Wow.
You know, once you get past 50, faculties start to.
Well, so I think it's Ryan Seacrest who's taken Pat Sajak's spot.
Ew, is it?
I think it
I thought
is.
that was Jeopardy stuff. I'm getting so confused.
Ryan Seacrest is taking over Wheel of Fortune?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's who it is.
Does Ryan just not want to have a life, any home life whatsoever? I mean, how many things can he host and do?
Yeah,
That's
Ryan
crazy.
Seacrest is the replacement for Pat Sajak, which is really weird. So.
Oh yeah, it is. Ew.
Wow.
Well, there we go. And Pat Sajak over on X, who has some zingers over on X as well. He's a great follow if you haven't. He just said, "Thank y'all very much." Classy. There it is. Easy breezy. So good for Pat Sajak. He's going to roll off, and what a great life, though. The idea of recording like 6 of these shows all in a day, getting the entire season knocked out in a month or so, and then just chilling, man. I think that's great. Good for Pat Sajak.
That's a good thing. I'm one of those guys. Like a lot of people are like, what's your next project and blah blah blah. And I'm like, my favorite thing to do is be at home with my family and relaxing and enjoying life and or traveling, doing something. For every actor, they're always like, well, you got to have something. You got to have the next thing. You got to. And I'm like, I don't want to have the next thing. I want to hang out with my son. I want to go do things. I want to live. I want to sleep late. I'm going to stay up late on occasion. Not last night, but that's the kind of, there's a life. And I always wanted, like, that was for me when I'm on set, like I want to do my job, do the best I can. Let's get it done. Let's get it out and let's get out of here. Cause I love my life. And a lot of people, I don't think they love their life. That makes me worry about Ryan, man. If you're doing that much stuff, are you ever home? He doesn't have kids or anything, I don't think, but I like Ryan. He's a nice guy, but damn, buddy, don't work so damn hard.
There's a lot of that, and I think at a certain point, people, I saw this lady I follow. She's a really smart businesswoman, and she took a quote from her dad and she put it up on X today, and she said, you'll never regret being a better husband than you were being a better business person, or something along those lines, right? Yeah. And like that's the most, and I said that before, like my kids are the most important things I will build. It doesn't matter what businesses I have. My kids are the most important thing. So, yeah, and I think there's a certain point that people either get that or they don't get that. And in that case, it looks like Ryan Seacrest has chosen to build his kids are his business, and
that's okay.
So
everybody has their choice. But as Harrison Butker just recently famously said, the most important thing for many of the people in the audience, Harrison Butker being the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs, who's a very devout Catholic, said, you're probably looking more forward to having kids and raising a family and being a homemaker, which, by the way, is a wonderful and noble profession. And I love it. My mom was there. I was raised with a mom and dad in the house all the time. And it was fantastic. And I would like to be that. I would like to just be a homemaker. That'd be wonderful. Stay home, take care of your family and your kids, and enjoy life. That's a good way to go. By the way, I'm looking at something here for Pat Sejak. And it looks like he makes about $300,000 per episode. And they probably do 5 a week. Just throwing out the numbers there. Pat's going to be just fine. I don't think he needs the money anymore. And bless him.
Wow.
300 grand to say
like-
no to right in the butt.
Imagine how much you would get if he just said yes.
Oh man. Well, Pat Sejak doesn't need to worry about.
I agree with you 100% about the family thing. You know, my dream as a little boy was to work for Ghibli, DC Comics, and I live my dreams, Superman, Batman, all of it. And I own my own successful comic book company now, and I'd trade it in a second if I had to pick between my wife and kids and all that. And my granddaughter too, big baby. Being a father, being a grandfather, husband is the greatest thing in the world. All the money and all the work, it's great. You want to do it, but for sure, you're never, ever getting back those moments. So like you, Dean, I try to prioritize family time and all that as much as I can.
I did it. I turned down being one of the highest paid actors in television.
Every time you tell me that story, dude, it hurts, but I get it too.
It's just it's one of those things, you know, I would have loved to have done the job and taken the show, but I would never trade anything for the time I've had with my son. Pat Sejak weekend. It was okay. Thank you, dead man.
There you go.
So I feel better about that, Blabs. You were right. So yeah, I just there's nothing like it. So and you never hear somebody on their deathbed saying, "I wish I'd have done more business." It's always about your family. It's about those you love and about the life you've led. And so
think of the ones that you love that have gone on and died, your grandparents, your relatives. Do you remember like, oh yeah, grandpa was at work? Or do you remember when he took you to get ice cream or sat down with you? Wheel of Fortune is a very tender thing for me. I'd visit my grandparents in the summer and they would watch that at 7 p.m. So I'd be there with Granny and Pampy. That's what we call them. And they would watch that every night. And I would sort of go in their room and watch it with them.
And you'd be like,
that's
Granny, I got this one. I got this one right in the butt. No.
No.
Pampy would be like, Gabe, get out.
But that, I mean, you're right though. But that's the thing, Gabe, is even today with my kids and my family. So between my kids, me and my wife, and my wife's parents, we watch Wheel of Fortune every time we're together. And every night, 6 o'clock, it's on locally, and we watch it. And it's just like you, Gabe, that is followed on for another 20 years later. 30, I don't know, however many years later it's been. And that's the one consistent. That's why Wheel of Fortune is so near and dear to so many people. You know, we talk about nostalgia being a very powerful thing. At the end of the day, all these properties, all these games, all these movies, people say, oh, that was the best. What they're really saying is that was a great time in my life when that happened. And that's what Wheel of Fortune has done. That's why when people look back on Pat Sejak, they'll remember. No, you know, they'll remember these moments, and that's what's, and they'll remember laughing with their parents. I'll remember laughing with Gabe and Dean and Blabs about that. You know, that's the beauty of it for sure. So
yeah,
well said.
I just have a memory of my grandfather that I love. My grandfather, he was like a surrogate father to me. My parents divorced. He's a World War II veteran, fought in the Pacific, all that. Greatest guy I ever knew. But and he picked me up from kindergarten one day. And he said, oh, I'm taking you to Wendy's. They have a hamburger waiting for you. And I was a very precocious little kid. And I sat there for a minute thinking about this hamburger. And I turned to my grandpa and said, do you think they know I don't like onions? I was very concerned that my hamburger that was waiting for me was just going to be filled with onions. And I was going to hate it. But yeah, it was just, and it's not about him working or money or anything like that. It's just those little moments where you're hanging out with them and you feel validated, you feel loved and all that. And yeah, Wheel of Fortune, I think, is that for a lot of people.
I think we all have those. Like I have small memories like that. Like when you're really small and you get picked up by a mom, a dad, a kid, a parent, whatever, or a grandparent or something, and there's some sort of surprise, and you're like, wow, that's, you know, for me that was I remember being picked up from like preschool. It's like one of my very early memories, being picked up by preschool, and my mom had like an action figure for me or something, and actually it was an action figure, and I remember she gave it to me when I like got in the car, and I was like, why? You know, why didn't? She's like, I was just thinking about you and I loved you and I wanted to bring you a treat. And I was like, wow, like that's the greatest, you know? And it's like, how fortunate was I, you know, that day? It was such a great thing. So,
yeah.
All right, well, let's move on and talk about some people who are not as fortunate, as the video game industry is in utter despair right now. Over 10,000 people have lost their jobs since the start of 24 in the video game industry. It has been just an absolute mess, as we're seeing the we're seeing things, directions that have been pushed in the last few years have really made massive waves in job cuts and people just having to fight for their lives now because they don't have jobs, with 10,000 people losing. So there's a big video game show that's happening over the weekend. I think it actually starts today. It's called Summer Games Fest, and they're going to be debuting all sorts of new games and things like that. But outside of where Summer Games Fest is happening, there's a billboard out there which is put up in respect for these developers that have been shut down: Arcane Austin, Tango Gameworks, Roll7, Sony's London Studio, Volition. These are all developers that have been shut down in the past 6 months or so. And this billboard is out there, and it says, I just want to put this out there, it says, we love you, we miss you, we hate money, gone but not forgotten. So this is the billboard right here. It's out there, and it's kind of like a rest in peace type of thing. And then it has the, we hate money aspect of this. Because that's really what it comes down to, is these people have lost their jobs because these companies are not making enough money, right? And this is done by a small video game, like an indie game developer called New Blood. Now, I'm not familiar with this company at all. This is brand new to me. They are, I guess, new, but they've been around for, it looks like 15 years, but I've never heard of them. But when you go to their website, the irony of this is of their "we hate money" comment is, when you go to their website, the literally the first thing you see is buy stuff. So I just found immense hypocrisy in that statement. And all these people who hate money also have businesses that ultimately run on money, to support these things. And this is a growing sentiment in the gaming space. Along the way, there was like, money bad, capitalism bad, right? I would like to go out of the way and just let everybody know we love money, and your money goes a long way here. So if you'd like to support us with your money, we would greatly appreciate that. So
please.
Can I jump in here for a second?
Yes.
That idea, it's that Marxist, socialist, communist thing that's flying around that kids just haven't studied history at all. If you want, capitalism has raised more people out of poverty than any other economic system in the history of mankind, or womankind, or personkind, or pinecone kind. It's crazy that people think that this idea of socialism and communism, it just never has worked. When you have a meritocracy, you're working to take care of your own family, and you're an individual. I'm all about individualism. You're an individual. You want to take care of your family. You innovate, you create new things, and that helps everyone. So unfortunately, to those folks who lost their jobs, they have an opportunity in this system to create something better, innovate, and become Elon Musk, if that's the case. And I just hate the idea that everyone throws it out there like, money is bad. And no, money is not. It can be the root of a lot of evil, but capitalism is going to help more people than any other system in the world. So I'm not a Marxist. I can't stand Marxism. I can't stand this socialism thing. I give people a hand up, not a handout.
I agree.
I'm off my soapbox now.
There you go. I agree completely. I remember, working at Warner Brothers forever, and you would see, I don't want to pick on anyone, just people from one of the biggest corporations in the world talk about how they hate capitalism. And you work for Warner Brothers. Like, what in the hell are you talking about? You couldn't be more of a capitalist. But to me, it's that edgy Lisa Simpson thing. I always love the clip on The Simpsons where Lisa shows up at Pop Warner football practice because Bart's having fun playing football. And she's like, I bet you didn't think a girl could play football. And Flanders is like, oh, no, we got 2 girls on the team. You're welcome. And she's like, I don't really want to play. And it's just for being rebellious and defiant for the sake of it. Like, grow up. That's like such a middle school attitude. So, yeah, to work for Warner Brothers and to proclaim you hate capitalism is schizophrenic, I suppose.
So, roses are red, violets are blue. I'm schizophrenic, and so am I.
So, Mark the Cyborg, who is the biggest gamer I know, says that it's really tongue in cheek, and the idea of we hate money is that they're being pro-consumer as opposed to like they sell their stuff for so cheap that we don't like money. So, but still,
okay.
I guess that makes sense.
No.
But at the same time, the messaging is,
No.
I don't know.
The best way, I'm not a marketing executive, but I do run a business that's, successful. The best way to sell your product is to tell the customer what they're getting. Chips Ahoy does not come on TV and say, hey, we here at Chips Ahoy like buying nice stuff for our family, so buy our cookies. They just tell you the cookies have a lot of chocolate and they're kind of delicious with milk. They just tell the customer what they're getting. You know what I mean? So yes, you get Dean Cain, All-American Lawman, you get a great adventure comic book. That's what you get. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Just you'll be entertained. So yeah, to say they hate money, it's stupid and it's dishonest. Everyone knows it's dishonest.
Well, I guess their marketing flew way over my head, because I think normal men like money. Say that.
Right.
So, all right, we'll move on. And thank you, Mark, for your feedback on that. All right, so one of the biggest games of last year was Hogwarts Legacy. That is the game based off the Harry Potter IP. Dean, Gabe, I don't know if you guys heard about this last year, but this was I think it was the biggest selling game last year.
Wow.
Built around really a controversy Blabs, I'll let you describe it, the controversy around this and why it sold so well.
Well, honestly, the biggest factor was because there was no Wizarding World game for over a decade, so people were very curious about this video game. So that's one thing. There's basically three factors to this. The first one was that. The second one was that some people, SJWs, were boycotting this game to stick it to J.K. Rowling, saying that this kills trans people. I don't get how. And then the third people was a boycott of the people against that idea, saying it's just a video game. Yeah. But here's the thing. The game was full of woke ideologies. And there was a trans person in the video game too. So trying to stick it to them, saying how it just didn't work. But however, all these three factors accumulated to it being the most sold video game of 2023. Wow. But the biggest thing was people were just curious because it was the first time in over a decade that a game came out. I was super curious. I want to know.
Yeah, is it any good?
No.
No.
So listen, that's my perspective. I broke this thing down. I researched this to hell and back. I read the entire How They Made It, the book, which is massive. My review is 30 minutes long. Damn. I break it all down. I do a lot of pros. I'm not a biased dum-dum. I'm not gonna be like, ooh. I was genuine with this. I'm like, great music. Some of the combat was awesome. It was lots of cool factors, but overall, it's just not good in comparison to previous games that we've had in the same world. So how could you have certain features in 2007 and in 2023 you don't have any of those? It's that is the huge thing with video games nowadays. They're just not interactive. They don't hold the same, chemistry or whatever that you had back in the day in the early 2000s. So that's my huge thing about it.
I love that. Was it any good? No.
Well, so there's
That's my opinion. I always get roasted on every time. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, actually, I researched it.
I believe you. I'm not even going to play it.
Matthews, right? She's autistic about it. That's true. It's okay.
I had to be fair about it. I didn't want to be like, oh, this is bad because. No, I broke it down. Watch my review.
I'm going to watch a review.
Thank you.
So anyways, the game was really popular. Sold 23 million copies in the first 2 weeks of the game. Generated almost $1 billion in revenue. Right, killed it. Now the big thing here is this was done by Warner Brothers, and they are looking at a director's cut of this game. Laz, why don't you fill us in on what this is here?
So this honestly is still rumor. It's not been announced from anybody within Hogwarts Legacy. And Hogwarts Legacy was created by Avalanche Software. But now they're saying Rocksteady, who created Suicide Squad, will be taking over this project and making a director's cut of Hogwarts Legacy. What that entails, no one really knows. I'm thinking it's the removed features and a couple other skins or whatever, just to make the big bucks and resell it again. But that's basically the gist of it. It is a rumor right now, but kind of leads me to thinking it's real because of all the bullshit going around Suicide Squad, which was made by Rocksteady, and that is a sinking ship.
And-
so they're probably gonna yeah, let's work on the big money over here.
Okay, and that's the tie-in here. Is we have a game with Harry Potter that was, as Blaz put it, the boycott of people pushing against the boycott of the game. So some people bought 2, 3, 4 copies of the game just to stick it to them, right?
Yeah.
So this game was really successful, and the people that are now going to be developing this director's cut are being pulled off another product, which has been the biggest failure of the year because Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League lost $200 million, and one of the biggest pushbacks on it was the woke ideology inside the game. So
I'm sorry, I'm clapping.
Well, that's great. So there was they had a big roadmap for Suicide Squad, because they expected this game to kill, and ultimately it killed the studio. And now that studio is going to work on another property that has been seen with the boycott. So it's interesting, to say the least, to see kind of the pushback on it. We see, yes, Blaz.
Listen, there's 190 people playing Kill the Justice League on Steam as of 38 minutes ago.
Right. So
190.
Yeah, this is a AAA Warner Brothers video game, and it flopped tremendously.
Yeah, we
You know
like.
what I think they should do? I'm not one for giving a ton of advice all the time, but I think they should watch Blaz's review and take her advice.
Right.
Thank
They
you.
should.
Listen, Rockstar.
Well,
Yeah.
like I listen to Rocksteady. I don't even
Rocksteady.
think they're gonna be doing a good job anyway because they're very, very woke. And this game already had a lot of woke ideologies that didn't make sense for the time period because it takes place in the 1800s in Scotland.
Oh,
So think
God.
of the demographics and everything, and you had people from all over the world, and it didn't make sense. It just does not make sense.
Racist.
Yes, I guess so, from being illogical. And there's also a lot of lore issues in this video game that just didn't make sense to me. So I don't understand what they're going to do with their director's cut. Obviously, it's just a huge cash grab. We already know that, but yeah. I'm curious what's going to happen with this.
Maybe since it's a magic themed game, for their next magic trick, they're going to make a bunch of money and stock value disappear.
Yeah, and
They've
cover
already
the
done that
failure
game.
of Suicide Squad.
They already did it.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Blabs, how many people were playing? You said 100 what?
190
Okay.
on
Okay.
Steam charts.
We
More
like
people
this.
are watching this show right now than are playing that game that cost $100 million to make. So
Yes.
good job.
Exponentially more. Yes. And that's the beautiful thing about it. And that's okay. We always like to play where does that rank as far as the total number of games being played right now? That ranks just about on Steam, which is the #1 platform for games on PC. That ranks at just about 1,647th of top games on Steam, which is
1,650.
that's right. We're gonna get them in there. We're gonna be great. So, anyways, and yeah, apparently,
I game all the time with my son, by the way. And there's 2 games that we've played more than any other. Blabs, give you a guess.
Lego Star Wars.
Nope. Not even close.
Call of
Call
Duty.
of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Ah.
That's the one we're doing the most right now. We spend time playing on that whenever we can. It's fun. He's much better than I am. The speed with which well, I don't want to get into it. But then the other one we played forever was World of Warcraft.
Mm.
And we did that, and I would do that. In fact, that's how I would keep in touch with my son when I'd have to go to Bulgaria to shoot a movie for 5 weeks. I would get up or go to bed really late or really early in order to be on his time schedule. Because if you call your kid, and you'll know this, Greg, if you call your kid and you're like, hey, how was your day at school today? You know, I'm in Bulgaria, right? He'd be like, fine. Anything happened? No.
Yeah.
Okay, I love you. I miss you. Love you too. That bye. That's it. That's what I get. But if I went and logged onto the game with him and we sat there and played World of Warcraft with each other, and that time we didn't have microphones either, so we'd have to type everything. He would tell me stories, things would go on. It was awesome.
That's
But I would
sweet.
insist one thing, that he doesn't write in like kids speak, see you tomorrow. I would say you have to type out the entire word. And that was it. But so he rips on the typewriter. But that's why, and that was a big part of our bonding. I thought it was awesome. I had to share that
it goes back to that family time thing we're talking about. My son, he's 25 now, but when he was a middle schooler and a high schooler, I would always take him to like the GameStop at midnight, and we would buy Halo 2, Halo 3. We'd buy Call of Duty. This is 15 years ago or whatever.
Why midnight?
They would release the games at midnight back in the early 2000s. So we'd get him at midnight. If he had good grades, I would let him go. We'd get the game. We'd play it all night, and he wouldn't have to go to school the next day. That was the thing we did for like 4 or 5 days. So we'd stay up. It's like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning by the time we go to bed. But that was like a once a year tradition we would do every November. Awesome. The game would come out. And I remember when I got hired by DC Comics, we've been playing Halo 3 all night for like 8 hours. It was like 11 in the morning. I hadn't slept, in 30 hours. And I got the phone call from Warner Brothers and and I didn't believe it. I was a little delirious and tired. And I was like, is my dream really come true? I get the phone call. Oh, this is Jim Lee's assistant, Eddie Choi. We saw your work. We'd like to offer you a job. And I'm like, who the hell is this? Like, this isn't funny, but it turned out it was a real phone call. Good thing I didn't hang up. So, but yeah, that was after an all-night Halo 3 gaming session. So those were the
Jim Miller.
That's awesome.
Also a Princeton grad.
Huh?
Man,
Princeton.
It's good stuff.
You're the guy you just said that offered you the job that you wanted to work for.
Oh, no, Jim Lee. Jim Lee,
I'm sorry. Okay. Jim
Right.
Lee. I don't know why I said Miller. I don't know. Jim Lee, also a Princeton grad.
Right.
Well, I mentioned we can talk Princeton all day long. Tell you what, I'd love to hear about all craziness going on. But I did mention this big thing coming out, this Summer Games Fest, which is the big video game show that's happening, and it's run by this guy named Jeff Keighley. Now, Jeff Keighley is who's the guy who's taken the job at Wheel of Fortune? What's his name? Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
Jeff Keighley is the Ryan Seacrest of video games, right? This is the guy who who's been around forever, right? And now he has this award show that he does, and he does an award show in the fourth quarter of the year, and he has this Summer Games Fest, which is where people can debut their stuff. Now, he's expecting a lot of eyes on this Summer Games Fest. It's going to be a big stream, lots of people anticipating. If I was to, and this is actually a really interesting question for you guys. A lot of eyes are going to be on this. I don't know how many, right? But let's just say it's 50,000, 100,000, 200,000.
190. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, more than the Suicide Squad. More.
Yeah, 190 people. If you were to sell, and this is how it works with these award shows, you can put a 1-minute trailer for your game as a placement into this award show as an integration. This is how they make their money. How much do you think that 1-minute trailer would cost, Gabe, for 1 minute of airtime during Summer Games Fest?
$275,000.
Ooh, man. Dean, your thoughts?
70 grand.
Low baller. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, if we're playing the Price is Right rules, Gabe has gone over. It is $250,000 for a 60-second.
What I say? Wait, what did I say?
270 something.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're over. You know the rules.
200. And I'll tell you what, Jeff Keighley loves capitalism. Tell you what that much for $250,000.
So does Ryan Seacrest.
Yes, absolutely. So, anyways, that's craziness. And I mentioned we're going to have our award show later this year. We have actually, while I'm all about capitalism and all that, I would like to let everybody know we will be undercutting them for $249,000. You can have your trailer on our award show later this year. Just giving everybody a heads up on that. So there's that. So good on Jeff Keighley, because I'm sure it's going to be packed, and you guys can do the math. Like every 1 minute trailer you watch tonight, do the math. 250K, 250K, 250K.
He hates capitalism, right? Is that what you're?
We hate money.
That's right. All right. We're going to do a little Clown World stuff here in a minute. But before we do, I just have this in the run sheet as men are stupid. Because I can't imagine, like, I tell my girls all the time, my daughter's 12 years old. And I said, look, honey, I need you to know, from the age of like 12 to like 30, men are pretty dumb, right? So you just need to know that. And I think we can all agree on that, right? I think that's a fair statement.
I can give you some reasons why, but I don't want to get into it right now.
Think of, you don't have to say them out loud, But think of some of the things you did, Dean Craig, in your teens and 20s. You're like, I'm still alive. You know, like, wow.
Well, these guys are past the age of 30. And I'm going to say these guys are lucky to be alive because I've never seen this before. But I saw this and I was like, I got to bring this up with Dean and Gabe and see what they think about this. These guys are sitting around a table, and who hasn't just sat around a table bullshitting? This is how bad things happen, right? So we'll just
my first look. They look Russian, which scares me. And there's drinks on the table.
Why you scared?
No, because Russians do crazy things when they're drinking.
They like fight bears and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that.
In Soviet Russia, bear fight you.
You know, eat bear eat you or whatever. I have not seen this.
Oh, goody! Here we go.
A
little grain alcohol on the dome.
Is he gonna light his hair on fire?
His whole head.
These guys just watched Ghost Rider.
Okay, let's go.
Good. Okay, everyone's good. First off, sorry.
I like it.
He's like, hey, we're all gonna be in San Diego soon. Let's go.
Definitely not.
Just gonna call it the Ring of Fire. But we're not done yet.
Oh no! The jacket.
Yeah. That's how it always ends up. That's how it always ends up.
A man with a man's head in another man's crotch. That's how it always ends up. When you
Hey, if your head's on fire, you got to stick it somewhere.
Did they burn their hair off?
Some of it, not all of it.
That is so stupid. Why not just go to the barber shop?
You know, I'll tell you this. You know who probably thought of this? I'll give you one guess who thought of this.
The bald man.
The guy with the bottle. The little guy with the bottle.
You're right, Gabe.
Yeah,
the guy who thought of this was like, you know, it'd be really funny, and he's the one who's not having to do it, which is great.
Oh, well, I got to pour it. I can't be I got to be the poor guy, you know, like so.
I heard I couldn't tell the accent or the language they were speaking. So if any of your geniuses out there in the world could let us know what they were saying or what language they were speaking, that'd be awesome to know. Because I think my first thought that they were Russian seems very likely, or Greek for some reason. Maybe because it seems like it's Uzo or something that they're doing. Maybe because I've done a lot of those lighted shots.
Opa!
I don't know, but if anybody knows, please let us know.
Well, I think they're definitely of European descent. Definitely not of the. But
I'm going Eastern European.
Yes, but I don't know. I think that we've all seen men do stupid things. We've seen women do stupid things too. But I would love to know.
I've seen a dude smash his head with a toaster.
I
have it somewhere on my PC from college, and I recorded in slow motion too. So it was like, whoa, thunk. Yeah,
it was a real, like, your friend that did it.
I mean, a classmate, not a friend.
Acquaintance.
Yeah.
Someone you know.
Acquaintance, yeah. Yeah. He smashed his head with a toaster. No.
The thing for me is that there were no cell phones back in college, and I did nothing wrong.
Right.
Well, that's where I wanted to go with this. What is the dumbest thing that you can say you did and survived in, you know, your 20s, college, high school?
Under the intoxication of alcohol, or just overall?
Just in general, because we all do stupid things. I just thought this may be a good opportunity to lead into story time, because I'm pretty sure all those guys are going to look back on that and be like, that was pretty dumb. That was awesome. That's how most stories go. Gabe, you look like you're in deep thought.
I am.
He's just thinking about what he can say legally and not be arrested.
Can't tell that one. Can't tell.
Dean, do you have any stories that you can share?
I have lots of stories, but they are under lock and key with armed guards and everything. I will say one of the things we used to do in college, though, after football season, if there was any drinking involved, is we used to headbutt each other, like straight in the right here, hard. I remember that sound. Thunk. I mean, like, this is the worst thing you could do. It was harder than the shots we take with our helmets on. And I would just go back and look at that, like, what the hell? We're stupid. Men are, listen, I'll say this. I knew men were stupid when my son got to kindergarten, and I was a playground monitor because dad wanted to be there. And one kid, they got a little argument. They kind of got a little fight or whatever. Then I made him shake hands and we're good. It's over. And then I saw the girls and little Delaney was over crying in the corner. I'm like, sweetheart, what's the matter? You okay? She's like, the other girls won't talk to me. And they ostracized her for the day. That mental game that they were playing versus the dumb boys were like, rock, little dust, little sand at you. I was like, he can't compete. We don't have a shot. That's evil.
There's a lot to that. As my daughters have gone through elementary school recently, and I've seen very much that the mental warfare that girls play on each other. And Blabs, I'm sure you can speak to this, is straight up evil. And it's Blabs, I'm sure. Do you have any stories about that?
About women being bitches?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Not for the internet.
Right.
Why do you think that Blabs has that bad bitch hat she wears?
Bingo.
You think that's a fucking joke? She means it. She does her mischief.
I mean, listen, I've never done anything absolutely crazy when drunk. Because, when you're just too drunk, then you just go to bed. I mean, I apparently took my contacts out of my eyes when I was drunk, but I didn't know I did that. So I was like, I'm blind. I woke up and I was like, wow. Because, I wear eye contacts. But no, the crazy stuff I did in my early 20s was jump off a bridge, jump off a waterfall, skydiving, stuff like that. I like jumping off stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. At the end.
You like jumping off stuff. Very good. Well, thank you, Blabs, for that.
It was a 50-foot bridge. It was awesome.
No, thank you.
No, what? No.
Yeah. Just go pencil it. You gotta be a pencil, then you'll be okay. Don't fall on your butt.
Oh.
Noted. Thanks, Blabs.
It was awesome. 10 on 10.
Diving advice from Blabs here, which is great. All right. That's good stuff with hard news. And there's more to talk about, but we can get into that. But it is Friday, gentlemen. And Friday is a great recap of all the insanity that's happened in the world. And we like to talk about it. So let's go to Clown World.
Clown. Clown.
All right.
A little bit of Garth and Wayne in there.
What is that from? I love that guy's voice. Like, what is that?
That is from Wayne's World when they got their first sponsor, Noah's Arcade, who came in, and then they did the studio show of it, and then they totally reworked the intro scene theme to it. It's just so stupid that I love everything about it. So from the movie,
I haven't seen that in freaking I think I was in 7th or 8th grade when I saw Wayne's World, the movie, and that's been a long time.
Great,
awesome. I got already graduated college, but whatever.
Okay, I was just a wee lad when that came out, and I loved everything about it.
Oh, did you? When you came out?
Yes, when that came out, Blabs.
That's what you said. Phrasing.
The bad bitch is here.
You need a comma.
No, just relax, Blabs. Just relax. Just chill. Okay, let the show come to you.
You're the one who said it. I was just questioning what you said.
Okay. Yes, Blabs, I'm gay. Congratulations. All right.
Thank you. Timestamp 107.
I knew it, Gabe. I told you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Gabe, I'll see you in San Diego soon.
See you, buddy.
Let's go to
you saw that video with the guy's hair on fire.
That's right. In more ways than one. All right, this was making its way around the internet yesterday, and there's multiple layers to the story. But the biggest question that we all have to ask is why? As we have beauty pageants have been a thing that have been all along American society for a long time. We have, actually my girlfriend in college was tried to do the beauty contestant thing. I'm familiar with this. And by the way, it is competitive. Mm-hmm. Now, I think it's gotten less competitive over the years, as apparently this is Miss Alabama here in the middle.
No, fake news. It's been
well, hold on. No, hold on. This is Miss It says it on her sash, right? And yes, it is. Now her name is. This is not Miss Alabama proper, right? But this is Miss Alabama. It's like an. Anyways, the idea is that she won a beauty contest, right? It doesn't matter if it's a Miss Alabama or not. It can be Miss Alabama, whatever, ZZM. The idea that this is what is the standard of beauty today in Alabama, I think says a lot. It doesn't matter that it's Miss Alabama or not. It's just that this lady won the beauty contest. So I would love to hear y'all's thoughts here as we are in clown world, that this is the epitome of beauty in the year 2024 in Alabama. Gabe, your thoughts?
Anthony Cumia, he was a radio host, pretty funny guy. He had on his Twitter a zoomed in thing of her sash, I believe, and it said, Alabama 2024. He's all, this is the first time they put the weight on the sash. So I thought that was brutal. But fuck these people that promote this. The leading cause of death is all related to weight and metabolism, diabetes, heart disease, cancer. Leading cause of death in this country. Screw the people that promote this. That poor girl is in for a bad future if she does not turn it around. I used to be really fat. I was like 320 pounds. I'm down in the 260s now. I've lost a lot of weight. And it ain't good. It ain't good for your health. It isn't funny. Like, I was trying to be funny, but it isn't funny, dude. And promoting this is actually evil. It's actually evil to promote this kind of stuff. And it hurts that person. I'm not mad at the one that won the contest. The contest? Where am I from? The contest. I'm not mad at her for winning it. She seems very young and naive and impressionable. Mad at the idiot adults around them telling them, no, just get fatter. You'll be fine. Nothing will happen. I promise. Terrible, awful stuff.
Well, Dean, go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
Well, I have been a judge on Miss World, Miss Universe, some of these things. I've seen how hard those pageant contestants work. I've interviewed them, done the whole thing. It is a very competitive thing, and it is. And I did that one, and our past and hopefully future president Trump was doing the Miss Universe contest when I was there. And one of the things he said before we went out and did our final judging was, have your mind made up before the question and answer session and know where you want to go. Because overall, this is a beauty contest. And you get some people saying some really silly things in the middle of the question and answer portion. There was that one girl, which was such as, and the Iraq and the Iran. That one was, that's so hard to watch. Mario, God bless Mario for keeping a straight face during that thing. Cause woo. But I will also mention that Miss Maryland, that was crowned yesterday, is a dude.
I saw that. You're muted, Craig, by the way.
That is where we're going next. As yes,
there it is.
Bailey Ann here is a male who won the Miss Maryland. So there we are. I got to be honest. Number one, I don't. What's up with all these women as they clap along? That's the thing that I have a hard time with. Like, they're all clapping, and like, is this a generational shift that I just don't understand? That
hopefully it's a fad.
You're a woman, Blabs. Answer for your people. What's the deal?
So they're just clapping so that they can keep their positions. Otherwise, they'll be called a bigot and ousted. And not to mention, like we said the other day, empathy, sympathy. They don't want to be mean.
No.
Well,
but that woman has a dick. So
that's kind of the thing. That's where I was getting at. That's it. That's so that makes it not a woman.
Nope.
And then shouldn't be playing in women's sports either. That's just another box there. Shouldn't happen. Nope.
I didn't play college athletics, so Dean, you played famously best free safety in the history of Princeton football. I still have 4 years of athletic eligibility, right?
Yes, you do.
Well, I could go just down the street to UCST, elite school, and get on the women's basketball team. I would dominate. I'm 6'4". I got 6 fouls. I could use them.
Dude.
I think I could do it.
I think shot put would be in trouble too. I think you'd be taking that down.
Right.
A shot put thing. You could be a double. You could get a shot. You could go to the WNBA and be an enforcer for Caitlin Clark.
That's right.
She needs that right now.
A little elbow, a little magic when they get tough on my girl Caitlin.
That's Clark. It. You come in and protect her. You got to throw a hard foul at Caitlin. Here comes Gabrielle El Taib.
Let me
Gabriela El
fix
Taib.
my makeup before I go in the game. You
don't need makeup. Why do you need to do that? You just go on in. Be loud and proud.
It's my first time trying to be a girl. Give me a break, okay?
Yeah, well, I mean, most of these men who think they're women are, they try to wear makeup and everything and pretend they are actually, women because they're mentally unstable. And so they actually act like all these things that they think they're just stereotyping women. And it's
Right.
just making a mockery of women. It's just insulting. But the biggest issue, I think, is actually like the prisons and things like that. When you say this trans woman can go in like women's jails and then they end up harassing and like raping all these women.
And
it's like,
9
really?
pregnancies, and 9 pregnancies.
Yeah, exactly. And so like that hardly anyone's talking about except for like J.K. Rowling, and then she gets
You're trying to
arrested.
destroy my basketball dreams. There you
Of going to a women's prison?
go. No. Going to use.
By the way, he could probably play some prison ball, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I dominate the women's prison basketball league after
Yeah.
I finished up at the college. That's right.
Tell him, Gabe. Or
Yeah,
Gabette.
yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta be honest.
Gabriella.
I would legit. So I had this idea for a show a long time ago that pitched to networks called more or less like Class Reunion or 20-year reunion, and the idea being that there's all these teams that were high school teams that fell short. Maybe there was an injury or something. They got right on the cusp, and they something happened or some sort of story that happened that cut their season short. And it's like giving these guys who now are bankers or lawyers or, plumbers, like this shot at redemption, right? And the redemption is that they train for 6 weeks, whatever, 2 months, whatever it may be to get back in shape. And then they play the existing team at that school as a shot of like redemption, right? I think it'd be a really cool show, right? But you could have that exact same show, except flip it and put like men against the girls and then see how it goes, because why not? Why could you not? But I think that'd be a brilliant show because there's so many like almost opportunities along the way.
You can have Al Bundy host it. It'd be great.
Dude, let's
Talk about
go.
Polk High School, 4 touchdowns in a game.
Oh, even better, we should get Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico
coaches
throw
one
the ball
side,
over
Al
the mountain.
Bundy coaches the other.
then that'd be
Uncle
great.
Rico's brilliant. Al Bundy, brilliant. I mean, I have a short window before I have to get out of here to go back to work on that Regan documentary thing. So I got a couple minutes here. If there's anything I can do before we go, or
Sounds good.
Say,
Blabs, will you do us a quick favor?
What's that?
Blabs, will you do us a quick favor? Look through any super chats that are specifically for Dean, and we'll get to those real quick because I want to make sure they'll get there. And while you do that, gentlemen, we do have an answer actually to if Pride Month is just a giant virtue signal. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but BMW has actually come out and said yes. It is customary with communications and marketing activities, and it's at the discretion of our sales and companies, independent, to decide if they wish to centrally initiate communication and marketing campaigns or not. Anyways, someone asked them why they don't put their logos, their Pride logos and stuff in Middle Eastern posts, and they're like, "Well, it's because it's not good for business. That's why." So now we know.
At least they're honest. Don't you remember that Robin Williams movie? Or I think it was Robin Williams, where he was a ad exec or something like that, but he told the truth. Or no. I don't know who it was. He told the truth. So he's like, what was it? Was it
Jim Carrey? He couldn't. It was like liar, liar.
No, that was
liar,
liar. That wasn't it. That was somebody else. It was like a Robin Williams. Somebody like that. It was like, Volvo. Our cars are boxy, but you'll be safe. Right. Stuff like that. And he did all the honest advertising.
Ricky Gervais and the invention of lying or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Nope, wasn't that one. I'm telling you. I'm going to have to look it up really quickly here.
I think Tweedy Bird did one about never telling a lie.
Maybe we can find that one.
I like how Gabe has his name changed too.
That's right.
All my clubs go swimming down to Dwayne. It's true.
Well, now we know
everything.
Now we know that it is just a virtue signal. Blabs, do we have anything specifically for Dean?
A lot of people saying hello. That is the main gist of it.
Okay.
Well, hello to all you people out there.
Joy says Dean and Gabe rocking their t-shirts, which is
That's
awesome.
right. That's right. You can rock one too at bigmancomics.com.
Mm-hmm.
Joy has that t-shirt, I believe.
That's right.
That's how good she is.
Jag says pre-ordered All-American, was it League or Legend?
Lawman.
Lawman, there you go. Sorry.
It's the legend of the All-American Lawman.
After you came on last time, exceptional book for exceptional normal men.
Normaloids. Hey, by the way, the movie is it's called Crazy People, and it's Dudley Moore, and it's 1990. And he says, here's a few examples. Volvo, they're boxy, but they're good. I was right.
Nice.
Look at that.
Tommy says even Marxist knows that, Dean. That's why they never start to try. That's why they never try to start a new society. They always try to take over a rich one.
Hey, Marxism is great and socialism works wonderful until you run out of other people's money. Thank you, Miss Thatcher.
Right, let me keep scrolling. I gotta do this. Wim says, side scrolls, Lex Luthor is messing up with the fabric of time and space with other Superman actress. Voice actor, do you team up with to save the universe?
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which other Superman actor? Ooh.
Wow. Actress, voice actor. I mean, I got a chance to meet a lot of there was 5 Supermen at one of these events, a Comic-Con recently, and that was pretty cool. Tyler Hoechlin is, currently doing Superman and Lois. He's great. I haven't met the new guy. All those guys are great, including the voice actors. Tim Daly's fantastic. Gosh, I don't know who I would say team up with to save the universe. Any of them will do. Any of them will do. Once you put on the cape, you're right. Maybe Gabe El Taib. He's a voice actor. I heard him do Tweety Bird.
What are you talking about?
Oh no.
So, hey, you mentioned the word Comic-Con, and my ear shut up, Dean. People in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you want to see Dean at the San Diego Comic-Con at my booth, 1705, and on the 24th, I'm having a great party at Bar Basic. But if you want to see Dean there, put a 1 in the chat because I'm trying to get this guy to go. He's a very busy man, but we want him there.
It's just a matter of timing and
I'm
whether
putting you on the spot like a jerk. I am your friend, but I can be a jerk sometimes.
But if they make me film during that time, there's nothing I can bless you guys putting the 1s. But I don't.
There
If
you
I'm
go.
filming,
There you go. You don't want to.
I'm a capitalist.
You don't want to wet all these people down, do you, Dean?
Oh, Gabe, don't do that. Don't do that. And with that, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give Dean an opportunity to get out of here. Blabs, is there any more that we need to hit before we go?
There was one, but they keep flying through me. Let's see, where was it? Here we go. Block Method says, Dean and Gabe on Side Scrolls. Let's go. I love the DCAALM comic, and I'm excited for the June announcements.
Yes, well done, Melodic
Can you
Method.
share my screen? Can you share my screen? And thank you, Melodic
We
Method.
can.
That is a blurred out version to the cover of Volume 2 of Dean Cain All-American Lawman. It's not blurred for adult reasons. I blurred it because I don't want to reveal it till Comic-Con.
I was gonna say
It's awesome. It's really
it
good.
looks kind of blurred for adult reasons. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah, that
Family
actually is
friendly.
going to create more controversy than. Yeah. No,
But if you want to see this, then at Comic-Con we'll have a full reveal. And of course, Dean would love to be there at the party and at the booth to reveal it with me, wouldn't you, Dean?
I would love to, but we'll have
We'd
to
love
see.
nothing more, I believe.
If I'm filming, it costs me too much money.
I get
Yes,
it.
I am single. So there's still a chance. What is it, Dean? I want to be fair to Blabs. Would you kindly say, Craig, go back to the wall?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Don't worry about it, Dean. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Thank you, Snake Master. Appreciate that. All right, let's give Dean an opportunity to get out of here. Dean, please promote whatever you like to promote, so we can send people your way. And you mentioned the voiceover for the Ronald Reagan documentary.
Ronald Reagan documentary that's going on tomorrow. It's great. That's not hardcore porn. That's just a weird blurring thing for Dean Cain All-American Lawman, Volume 2, The Hong Kong Connection.
That's right.
Hong Kong Connection?
The Hong Kong Connection. That's right.
Yeah, that's it. And it's good. It's going to be good. And then after we do like 3 and 4, then we'll just start making the movies. It'll be great.
That's right. That's right.
Dude, can I be an extra?
Of course.
Yes. Actually,
How do you feel
we
about
should
wearing a
probably
dress?
come in.
How do you feel about that?
What?
I've always been told that Hollywood is really weird about making men wear dresses, so I'm not on board with that. Sorry, Gabe.
Okay.
Hong Kong
Hey,
food.
Dean, thank you very much for joining us today, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Pinecone. Gabe, adios. I'll see
Adios,
y'all soon.
amigo.
We'll catch you, Dean. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Dean.
All right. Awesome stuff. Dean Cain, everybody. Gabe still joining us, which is great. Did he just spoil something? Okay.
About
Did
what?
he spoil that?
What are we talking about?
Okay, good. Just I want to make sure you didn't spoil
I don't know. Anything can happen, guys. I don't make the rules. Anything
Okay,
can happen.
sounds good.
Gabe's troubles go. They're swimming down the Dwayne.
That's
Anyway,
right.
Yeah.
Hey, you notice on the back there, we are serving 21 new members as Big Top came in with 10 memberships today earlier in the show. Thank you so much, Big Top, for those 10 gifted memberships. Massive. You going on the wall in just a little bit. Marco Reality also came in. There's the one as a brand new member. And Ian came in with 10 gifted memberships. Just spectacular. Thank you guys very much.
Can I ask a YouTube technical question? How does the gifting the memberships work? Where do those gifted memberships go and who claims them? How does that? I don't even know how that works.
So secret, the way it works is the more you watch, the more likely you're going to be are to get them. They're randomly dispersed amongst the viewers. So the more time you spend watching, the more likely you are to get a membership.
So you guys like send those to people or something, or
nope? YouTube automatically disperses
Selects
them.
random people.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's wonderful. So they get the benefits of all the little emotes and stuff. So yeah, it's a
Okay.
And their name is in green.
That's right.
Oh, I got to tell you something about that party on July 24th that I'm going to have at Comic-Con. Not putting you on the spot to make you go or anything, but since I'm here with you, I wanted to remind you, I am talking to that owner of the bar, restaurant, nightclub about the live stream stuff that you asked me about. Them. So I'll try to have an answer for you within a week because I know you got a plan ahead too. But you know how people are. You're trying to nail them down and get a yes or a no, and they're like, So
right.
Side scrollers from San Diego. That might be fun.
That'd be cool.
It would be awesome. We're doing it live.
Do
it live.
That's right. It'd be great every morning. Hey, Cajun Corey, Blabs, go read off some support from Cajun Corey. Here.
Well, first of all, for Ian, you missed it, but Cajun Corey says boobs.
That's right.
Boobs.
I agree.
Mastagawa says meme stock guys versus the actual market manipulators. Whatever happens, this will be an interesting day for GameStop. Yes, I literally just saw that like 2 seconds ago. GameStop, their stock is frozen or something like that. I might have misread it.
So yeah, the GME stuff is really interesting. GameStop stock. It was yesterday. It closed at $37, and there's going to be a live stream. I guess the guy who is the meme master, I don't quite know his name. He was going to do a live stream today, and people were expecting it to pop off at the open of market. It popped off up to $45, but now it's dropped down to $29. So it's interesting to see what's happening, kind of this push and pull. So.
Yeah, there's this. The GameStop's trading has been halted for the 7th time after Roaring Kitty went live on YouTube. He currently has $320 million in GameStop stock. So that's wild.
Wow. Yeah, Roaring Kitty. That's right.
But he lost half his value today. Is that what you're saying? Like more than half?
Well, it started at $39, is down to $29. But at the same time, like I think if he says buy, he has such a loyal following that people will go buy, and it'll drive it back up. So this is the internet. This is the internet doing what it does, and it's really interesting to see along the way. I was Drunk 3PO was like, "Come on, baby!" like because he bought a bunch of the GameStop stock at a little bit lower price, so he's still up, which is great. So let's keep on rolling.
All right,
I invest in gold. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a gold investor, huh?
It's the best thing you can invest in.
Damn right, because I saw Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, say this brilliant thing about investing on that. He said he does not get involved in things he doesn't understand. Simple advice. I don't really understand the stock market and all that and Wall Street and it's up and it's down. I get it. Over the long term, you make money. But I don't have time to be researching all these companies. That feels like a full-time job to me. So I don't get involved in that. Like, I don't want to lose my ass, in the market. So
gold is at
gold. I understand. People like it. I get that.
$2,300 per ounce right now. Yeah. Gold. Year to date, that's up from 2,000. So it's pretty good stuff. So let's go keep going.
Mastagawa says, please talk to Ian Carroll about how part of the attempt to destroy gaming by destroying GameStop is backfiring on the market because of Roaring Kitty. Well, look at that. We just got it. So thank you. Janice Raptor fan member for 20 months. Back to the Future Part 1, 1955. Doc asks, who's the president in 1985? Marty answers, Ronald Reagan. Doc says, the actor, and then laughs.
Yep. The actor? Yeah, it's a great line.
Reptile says, what was Movie Bob like when he was working at Screw Attack? Was he always insane?
No, he wasn't. Honestly, I didn't know how anybody thought politically. I didn't really care. But yeah, he always seemed like he was just kind of like a nerd, like a very traditional nerd. And I didn't know anybody's political leanings. I don't care about anybody's political leanings. I just thought that he made interesting content. So, and he never actually worked for Screw Attack. He worked with Screw Attack, which is there's a very big distinction between the two. So.
All right, Laura J says, hail to the normal men. Hitting the road, see you brochachos in Dallas. Oh, we should have asked Dean what he thinks of brochachos. We've already asked Gabe.
Brochacho, what about it?
Yeah, we asked you last time you were on, like 2 weeks ago, about brochachos, the word.
I think it's a good word. Dean just sent me a smiley face and a thumbs up. He had a good time. So.
Oh, good.
So
Thank you.
but,
Dean's a great
Uh,
dude.
I
can
gotta
you eat-
ask him about brochacho, the word
Are
brochacho.
brochachos people, or is it something you can eat? And don't say both.
It is a term for what's up.
What's up,
Like-
brochachos? Right? ¿Cómo está?
Yeah, that's what I see it as, but apparently it is also like a taco, a burrito.
So here's the thing, Gabe. When we have a Side Scrollers live event, when we invite all the normal men, then maybe we'll just call it like normal men weekend or something like that. I don't know, whatever's. We will have brochachos, which will be nachos, and like a very specific on brand type of nachos. I'm positive that'll happen. So yes, it will be. It is both people and food.
Okay.
So, I mean, technically speaking, the answer is both.
Okay.
Right.
Janine just says nothing for $10. Hey, look, is that an
That's
avatar of someone we
Janine.
know?
Janine's forehead with Dean. She must have met
Yeah.
him somewhere.
Nice.
But she's a big fan. I know her from Twitter. Nice lady and all that. And she bought the comic and all that. So yeah. big
Awesome.
fan.
Thank you, Janine. I'm Vickers says came for the video game, stayed for the Tweedy clips and Superman.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Deadman says check Discord for a new channel host you can interview.
We'll check it out. Thanks, Ted Man.
Ramdog says we used to free ball in the locker room at the plastics plant I worked at. Got me into trouble when I went away to college. Crazy T says happy Friday, normal man. Hi, Dean and Gabe. Sorry,
Hello,
crazy, we missed this
T.
one.
Please don't be actually crazy though.
She's not actually crazy. She's a
Okay.
sweetie. Anzac says, howdy, all. I love that avatar. That's funny. Tayar's Chaos. Craig, did you see the big boy boxing trailer?
No, I didn't, but I feel like I need to check it out. I'll look at it. I'll put a note.
Just Cullen. I wish I had seen you streaming before.
Hey,
Well,
we're live
hi.
Monday through Friday, every single day, 11 a.m. Central Time.
Mm-hmm. Crazy said the host hit his breaking point after 43 seasons.
That's right.
He's like,
It was-
I'm out. I'm done.
Do you think that it was the right in the butt guy that did it? Like that was the last straw?
He was like, I'm done. But no, he announced it like, what, a year ago or so at this point, I think.
Yeah,
Or
he's
it
been
was
nuts
like
for
a year ago.
Yes.
X Sector says, hi, Gabe and Dean. You guys are awesome. I got the signed edition of the novel with Gabe's cover, and I love it. Can't wait to
Oh,
see what you
wow.
guys do next.
Thank you very much. You're going to see it during Comic-Con. I'll be announcing all over social media, my YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff. And in person at Comic-Con, but I have some huge things coming. And let me share my screen. Can I share that real quick? Or are we still in
Yeah.
Superchats? Okay.
Oh, yeah, we can do both.
Okay.
I'll keep reading while you get it.
Okay.
Rebound says, I'd feel sorry for these people, but then I remember they are rife with commies and they hate me. Bye, Felicia. Thanks, Rebound. And here is Gabe's screen. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That.
So I got one there, and it's blacked out, but that cover's done. And I'm writing and drawing that book, and I'm co-writing it with a friend. There's a clue on there for some people, but it's called Big Man Comics for a reason. And if you love superhero stuff and big, strong, muscle-bound heroes, you're gonna love that one. And I also have a sci-fi. If you love Star Wars, Interstellar, all that it's Interstellar meets Star Wars. There's a big family theme and a lot of love in this one, but crazy action and awful villains. 120 pages. All my graphic novels about 120 pages. They're written basically like movie scripts. That's what they feel like. They feel like your classic hour and a half, 2 hour awesome adventure movies, and they're completely family friendly. You won't be bored as an adult. They're not for little kids, but little kids can read them, and you don't have to worry about there being filth or anything in the books. So, and I have another book too. I haven't finished the cover. I'm working on that today. So I'll have announcements for four books at Comic-Con. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Whoa, that's awesome.
You're going to want to get to that party July 24th, 10th and J. You're going to want to get to
Accidentally
that.
bounced it for a second.
You're going to want to get there. 7 p.m. Wednesday, July 24th, my 46th birthday.
Ooh,
I'll be
look at
Look at
that.
that.
And I
Awesome.
want to get you guys there. I will do everything I can to secure that venue for you guys to be able to do side scrollers from San Diego.
Yeah, man. Would love that for sure.
Would you guys go to Tijuana with me while you're in town?
What's that?
Yep.
Tijuana, it's Mexico, Blouse.
Wait, what?
San Diego is the corner of America. If you go all the
Yeah.
way to the left, you go all the way to the bottom. That's where
Oh, we're
San
going to
Diego is.
Mexico? Literally?
It literally, Mexico's 20 miles. I went there the other day just to have lunch and came back like in an hour.
You have to go through the border, though?
I have a special pass to go through the border that's called the Sentry Pass. You could just come and go. You don't have to wait in the big line or anything.
Oh, see that.
So,
that
but
would
you have
be
to apply
nice.
for those. That takes, can take weeks to get it.
Guys,
But,
listen, I know what Mexico is. I just thought he was talking about a bar. I didn't actually think he was going to go hop into Mexico.
I'm just saying it's fun. It's fun.
I'll go.
Yeah, it's new blood. The hypocrisy is intentional. Thank you very much. Miku says, these people think they aren't going to face the wall. Thanks, Miku. Lady Gamer says, I hate money too. LOL. So here's take a tad.
Ooh.
Hey, thank you.
That was
We'll take all
Canadian
of it.
money too.
That's right.
Primark says, I just tagged all 4 of you on Twitter and was hoping y'all could help share my best friend's GFM for kidney transplant. He needs help getting 6K and any help is greatly appreciated. All right, we'll take a look.
I will
Thank you,
I'll look at it.
For sure. Yeah, look at that. That's a GoFundMe, right? That's the GFM.
Mark of Reality says, we hate money. Seriously? Have you seen the price of AAA video games that these Marxist nutjobs have been making?
Right.
Tons of Fun says, yeah, I hate money, and that's why whenever I have any, I have to get rid of it. Like, give it to side scrollers, for example. Thank you, Tons of Fun.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. I'm the Icarus for $50. It says, here's 50 for capitalism. Also, our band will gladly accept all that dirty capitalist money. So go buy our records. Marxist equals poo. In all seriousness, it's not perfect. Nothing is. But there's been no better system.
Hey, thanks,
Thank you very
Chad.
much.
Look at that Chad right there on screen. Just hanging out. It's good stuff.
JM says, searching for a channel, I found a video blobs teleporting to Hogwarts. Someone please edit her teleporting to BLM rallies and furry conventions. How about no?
How about, I got a funny story. My wife is such a lovely, feminine, conservative mother. She's a great, innocent woman. And she didn't know the furries were interesting people. And she saw it at Comic-Con. Like she goes to Comic-Cons with me because it's my business. And she saw someone wearing the foxtail, like 2008 or 9. She's like, "Oh, I want to get one of those." I said, "You don't want to get that. You don't want to get involved in any of that." And when I explained to her some things about the foxtail and this and that, she was horrified. And that's why I love my wife, because she's innocent. So, I will not expand on the foxtail.
I will say this: Blabs is innocent until we go to Tijuana and go see a donkey show.
Nope.
What's that?
Oh,
don't I know. Don't do it. Don't even look.
On the Revolution Avenue is the main tourist thing. You could take a picture with a donkey on the sidewalk. That's
all you need to know, Blabs.
That's actually true. You could, so.
Anyway,
they're not actually donkeys. I don't think they look like
are they
a
mules?
regular horse that may be painted. I don't know, or they're not zebras. I'm sorry. There's zebras on the street there in Tijuana, and I don't know if they're real zebras. There's controversy about it.
You know what? It's Blabs. Just don't Google it. Just keep going with the super chats. You're doing great.
Yeah.
This one's for Gabe. Gabe, do you have electronic versions of your books? I can't turn pages.
Rob on Wheels. I'm sorry I don't. People ask me over and over to do digital versions of the comics, and I'm very hesitant to do it because I don't want there to be pirating. And I feel like, there's pirating of everything. But if I make high resolution versions of these that are digital, I just did a lot of work for the pirators. So I don't do it. I'm really sorry. I know there are people out there that do have disabilities and need things like that, but I don't know. I just haven't done it yet. I think in the future, after we've sold tons of these and, it's been years from now, maybe I'll offer it then as a back catalog thing, I think, but I don't know. Right now, the answer is no, and I'm sorry.
Ken. Al5 says, these soft dudes coming up now won't have fun stories. I'm a Florida man. When we were in high school, we used to get drunk and go out on John boats and catch gators. LOL. Real brochachos.
Let's go, Al.
What's a John boat? Does anyone know?
No, I don't.
Assuming some type of fishing boat?
All I know about calling something the John is it's either the bathroom or the guy that got arrested with the prostitute. Those are the two Johns as a noun that I know. So what's a John boat?
A John boat is just like a little it's exactly what you'd expect it to be. This is a John boat right here, and it's something you'd expect to go out in a gator in.
Oh.
So I was right. It's a type of fishing boat.
It doesn't look like something that would protect you against a gator. Just gonna throw it out there. So Al, good. I'm glad you're alive and with us today, bud.
The Copper Owls. Let's talk about a pig show. Sorry, pig.
No.
That's Suey.
Suey. See, that's your Guamanian speaking right there. Suey. Pig. That's right. Just trust me on that.
What is that from?
Just trust me on that.
That's how you call a pig.
No, I would just be like, get over here.
Like,
okay.
Suey. Oh, when I was little, my dad has about 4 acres. He has sheep and cows and things like that. And the way he's from Libya. There's a lot of goat herders, sheep herders, all that in the culture there for millennia. And the way he would call the sheep, and when I was little, and it works. And to this day, I would still do it. Go, and they come running. I don't know why it works, but I would see my dad do it when I was little, so I would start doing it. And I don't know what that means in sheepese, but it means something. I don't know.
Okay.
I slit the throat of a lamb when I was 12.
All right, let's go.
Well, my dad, there's context here where it was appropriate. My dad's Muslim, I'm Christian, but he would sacrifice a lamb and then butcher it and cook it with a bunch of his friends from the mosque. And one day he hands me the knife when I'm 12 and says, okay, you've seen me do this, your turn. And it's good. It's a rite of passage as a boy. I think you have to do hard, scary things. You're like, okay, I'm still alive. But I remember doing that. And you go from playing with the lambs, last week, and now we're eating them with a little bit of garlic, salt, and pepper over the barbecue. So it's interesting. I know how to butcher a lamb, though. I know how to field dress it.
You've done it.
I've done it.
I love the idea, like your dad being kind of demented and like getting you emotionally attached to this lamb like the week before. And he's like, this is fluff. Here, you play with fluff. And then the following week, he's like, here you go, son.
I love lamb. I had lamb chops 2 nights ago. I love lamb. My little brother won't eat it because he found out that my dad would kill them and then butcher them, sell some of it, and cook it. And my little brother won't touch lamb because of that. So he did get traumatized. Not me. Lamb's
So what happens when he goes to the grocery store and picks up chicken?
Well, I don't know. It's the lamb specifically my little brother won't touch. I agree with Charles Barkley. He says animals are for eating and wearing. So wise words.
A gray man says, where's the mustache, Blabs? I'm sorry, I don't have a mustache.
If you look close enough, I'm sure all women have mustaches. It's just a matter if you can tell.
Would you, Blabs, if you developed a little bit of a 15-year-old peach fuzz little boy, middle school mustache, would you wax it or shave it with the Gillette razor?
Oh, you would have to wax it or use an epilator.
An epilator? I don't even want to know.
That's like a giant thing with a bunch of tweezers that is like one. It's like multiple tweezers at one shot.
Oof.
It's not very fun. No.
See, I could never be a woman, Craig. All this primping and picking and. Ugh.
Well, I mean, you could if you really wanted to, Gabe. But alas, you
get actually, like in your late 30s, early 40s, and you get a nose hair sticking out occasionally. You got this yet, Craig? You must have, right?
Oh yeah, you get hairs all weird places.
I got one on my earlobe. It was like an inch. My wife got disgusted and pulled it off. What the hell's going on?
You don't even know what's there. Don't even know what's there.
Face Blabs is making.
Ugh.
You just wait, Blabs.
Listen, I don't think women get a lot of hair on their earlobes.
Yeah.
Yet.
No, women, just normally women who, as they age, it's not like the earlobes. It's like like the face and all that, right?
Well, Mo came in with the 5, says, let the man wear makeup, Craig. He just wants to feel pretty. Sorry, Gabe. I'm going to take that away from you.
I just want to be a normal women's basketball champion. All right.
You should be able to. That's right.
Radio. Dean, nice to see you. Blabs from Miss Side Scrollers. I mean, well, it's either me or Craig, and obviously there's only one woman, so I win by default.
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm assuming. A for $20 says, Craig, love the shirt. Blabs, always love your presence and energy. Gabe, big fan of your work and loved your interview with the Bee. Keep up the great work, everyone. Well, thank you very much, A.
Thank you.
Did you do an interview with the Bee?
I had their biggest video ever on the Babylon Bee. It had hundreds of thousands of views, and I got a notification from Facebook that I have a special status on the Babylon Bee's Facebook page. Yeah, I did one like a year and a half ago, and I've been back there 2 or 3, like 2 other times. Once with Dean. I think I've been on there 2 or 3 times. I just did a great interview with Tyrus from Outkick. He's on the Outkick, the coverage. He's also on Fox News. Mm-hmm. And if you look on Outkick's website, that's I just did one with him. I think they dropped it early this week or last week. That was a fun interview. It was all about comic books, basically, and what I'm doing. So love Tyrus. He's a good dude.
Well, I'm waiting for them to. I'm waiting for these outlets to like realize that video games are a big part of this as well. As far as part of the culture. That's the thing that all these outlets don't understand is the importance of gaming and the trickle down of culture. They see it as this kid thing. It's like, no, you don't understand. It's not 1987 anymore. Like there's a lot of normal men playing video games out there, and the trickle down effect associated with this. And it is I don't know. You know,
You're 100% right. And it's the boomer people that are just kind of out of touch with the younger generation. They don't get it. And can you blame them? You know, if they're in their 60s or 70s, they don't get it. Their context is they had kids in the 80s playing 8-bit Mario Brothers, and that's what video games are. They don't even understand. These are AAA things with multi-$100 million budgets. So don't wait for them to start reporting on it, Craig. You report on it. There's a vacuum in the market. Take over. I mean, you already are. That's what Side Scrollers does a lot of, right? So
what we do, baby. That's right.
Right. Snake Master says, what race should you predict for Summer Game Fest today for the woke versus for the woke nonsense versus looks playable? 75-25.
See,
but like, it's not even just the woke. I think it's just like it looks like a crappy game. This was made out of like shit.
I think it'll probably be 20% wokey stuff, 80% not. I think that there will be things that people find in it that will bump that 20 up to like 35. But I'm also optimistic, so we'll see.
All right.
Hold on. It is June. So I'm sure there'll definitely be some sort of announcement acknowledging the Rainbow Warriors. For sure.
Well, I really hope they just tell everyone who they prefer to sleep with, because that's very important information for me to know that about fucking everyone, actors, athletes. I must know. I'm so curious.
These are all valid questions that you have to ask immediately when you get to know somebody or want to see learn about their games. It's important to know these things.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey, where do you like to put your things? Oh, really? That's interesting.
Right.
I forgot how did we pronounce this person's name again, Craig?
I think it was Eleni.
Eleni, yes. Hail and happy Friday. Live stream is tomorrow at noon Mountain Standard Time. I'll be reading The Hobbit and streaming across YouTube, IG, and X. And then there is her handle, everybody. So go check her out for reading.
Good for you, Eleni. Go cast that net wide. Okay, cast that net, put it everywhere for sure.
Jake BB says, this is the Tweedy song I always remember. Gabe, you want to read it?
I'm a tweet with a birdie in a gilded cage. Tweedy's my name, but I don't know my age. I don't have to worry, and that I'm safe in here from that old putty tat. I didn't know the melody to that song. I was kind of making it up as I went.
I like it.
Good stuff.
And then Vilter. Oh, baby. Remember for 19 months.
Vilter Drek, you've been with me a long time. I actually bought a golf cart, or I traded a golf cart from Vilter. It was awesome back in the day. It was great stuff.
You have a golf cart?
Yeah, I did. Yes. Dark Inertia came into the 10, says, Craig, I had a core memory unlocked today from OG Side Scrollers of you telling everyone to try Ranch Doritos and PB&J. Am I crazy? It does go hard though. No, I told people to avoid Ranch Doritos on PB&J. I told them to put nacho cheese Doritos on PB&J.
Ooh, that sounds good. I think I've done that. The Ranch Doritos, I think, would be gross in the PB&J.
Yeah, I don't do Ranch Doritos at all. No, it's that's Blabs. Have you tried that before? The nacho cheese Doritos in the PB&J?
No, that sounds disgusting.
Game changer. Game changer.
I consider myself a man of elegance. The best PB&J accompaniment would be bacon. Put a little bacon in the PB&J, and you're rocking. You're on your way to Chubby. You're on your way to Chubby Town when you do that. It's good.
Yes, you are. But it's a delicious ride. I'll tell you that.
That's right. There's a famous story of Elvis Presley flying from Nashville to Denver to buy this sandwich called the Fool's Gold Sandwich. It was peanut butter, jelly, and bacon.
Oh, I know about that. It's massive. It's like this big.
Oh, yeah. Like a peanut butter bacon sandwich, baby.
Yeah, from Elvis. Yeah. I heard about that.
Dark Magus came in with and picked up the American Pride t-shirt. Once again, pick it up. Link is in the description. It is right here. It is our Pride Month. Boom, right there. Go pick it up. Thank you so much. Says, I buy this shirt as a normal man full of American pride. Love the shirt and love the show. You are amazing. Semper Fidelis. Thank you so much for that. Fallen Ascari also came in and picked up the American Pride t-shirt. It's spectacular. Thank you guys very much for your support. Once again, you can find that shirt in the description. I want to sell about 1.5 million of those. So let's go over there and do that. We'd really appreciate your support. And T-Mac Burninator came into the 5. Says, as a non-fan of Harry Potter, I enjoyed Hogwarts Legacy despite the woke elements. Blabs, get back to your tower. Thanks, T-Mac Burninator. Appreciate that. Over on Rumble, Jared says, what's up, everyone? If you and Blabs were to do a week of shows in Dallas, you guys could check out the National Video Game Museum in Frisco. We could. That'd be fun. That we could do some IRL streams. B. Barrett came in and says, welcome to the show, Superman. What's the opposite of Christopher Reeve? Christopher Walken. Let's go. Jared Haynes says, you should show... I know, it's funny, though. You should show Dean and Kane the Mario Kart video y'all played yesterday. See if you can find that, Blabs, the Mario Kart video. We were talking trash talking in video games. It was great. Mimic Lives came in, says, just got my American Pride and let us skateboard shirts yesterday. Love the skateboard one. The skateboard one was for my 10-year-old son, but my wife saw it and loved it, gushing over it even. Now I have to go order one for her. Let's go, Mimic. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It is a good design. Jared came in and says, Dean, what was the hardest movie you ever done and why? I'm sorry we didn't get to that, Jared, while Dean was with us. And Jimmy says, Gabe, I've just picked up your FAFO t-shirt. Thank you.
Oh, I do have that. Yeah, my fool around and find out t-shirt over at bigmancomics.com. That is, and it has a little postscript written under it. Said, I'd like to see you try.
I'd like to see you try.
Here's the nightmare cart that you were talking about.
Well, but we're talking about the crap talking in video games.
Oh, that one. Oh, you had looked that one up. Okay.
Yeah. And we do have a song to sing from Raider, who came in and says, "Ride with me" in an Indian accent. Blabs, we should get you to do this one last song.
No. You said you were going to sing it before, not me. Nice try.
I think that
Craig.
Blabs, we never had a chance to send you off properly.
This is all you. That's right. This is all you, bro.
What is it?
Ride with me.
To sing.
Okay. Once again,
we got Tweedy Bird voice.
I mean, I don't think that. No, I got to sing it in an Indian accent, which is very, very tough.
You gotta shake your head when you do the Indian accent. Do it like a little bit.
Want to go get high with me, smoking L in the back with the Binzy. Oh, why do I feel this way? Hey, must be the money. Was that good? I feel like that was pretty solid, right?
That was decent. Yes,
it's all right.
Yeah. Thank you, appreciate that. That's good. You know what got me was Gabe's accent to start. Otherwise, I would not have been able to get it. That was pretty good. All right. Man,
well, we have some memes, and then you want me to share the Mario Kart bit.
No, stop. Oh, stop with the tomatoes. I thought I did a good job. That's ridiculous.
Right.
Stop. Oh,
wow.
All right,
hey, Craig, for what it's worth, I'd come into your 7-Eleven.
Hey, appreciate you, man. That's great.
Okay, so here's the song.
Well, you gotta share the original one.
That's what you told me to look up, the Mario Kart one. That's what I did.
Okay. That's okay. Context is lost. It's all right.
Look, you know what, Greg? You are evil to me today. But you know what's not evil? Me.
Hey, let's go.
Look at you.
Oh.
And we also have Dean saying a bad word.
People who really bother him. Naggers.
There we go. So that's our memes for today.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for your support. Give it up for Gabe for spending a little extra time with us this morning. Yeah. Waking up early, getting rolling. Great stuff. Obviously, Dean joining us. Hey, Gabe, you got some great stuff going on. How about you tell us about it?
Well, guys, if you go to bigmancomics.com, you can get all kinds of great stuff, including the last few remaining copies of Dean Cain, All-American Lawman. If you love classic action adventure and you hate the woke shit that is infecting everything, the Star Wars Acolyte, I don't know, was Mad Max good or bad? I don't even know, but it's like you go to the movies and it's just not any fun. I have it for you. Dean Cain, All-American Lawman. You like the old Indiana Jones, James Bond, Lethal Weapon. That's what this is. You go read the reviews online. Everybody loves this. The artwork is gorgeous. The story is amazing. The dialogue is very witty because I wrote it. So go check it out. We've already sold out of covers A, B, and C. If you go up, Oh, and that was the shirt that someone bought too. There's the FAFO. It's kind of like a G.I. Joe. And if you want to join the Anti-Socialist Social Club or the American and Proud of It, I have those shirts. Those are not related to the Dean Cain book, but we have the Dean Cain graphic novel, Dean Cain All-American Lawman, and I have 4 other great graphic novels I will be announcing at the San Diego Comic-Con, July 24th, my birthday, through the 28th. And I'm going to have an in-person party on the 24th at Basic on 10th and 410 10th Street, like just steps from the San Diego Comic-Con. So you can be at the Comic-Con and then walk over. I've had this party there many years. My buddy owns it's an awesome nightclub bar. It's a pizza place too. And it's really fun. We're going to have some really interesting guests there. And I'm doing everything I can to see if we can broadcast side scrollers from there. Craig and I have talked about that. So no promises on that yet. That's not confirmed, but I'm doing what I can to see how the internet situation is there. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up. Follow me everywhere, not like around my neighborhood or my house. I mean on social media. Follow me on social media. Do not follow me around San Diego, please. That would be very weird if a bunch of internet people are like, hey, are you that guy from YouTube? Like, don't do that to me, please. I'll meet you at Comic-Con. Otherwise, leave me alone at my house. Twitter, Facebook, X, I use Gabe El Taib. My last name is Beatles spelled backwards. No, on Twitter, I use Big Man Comics. So I think that's shilling everything. I think I shilled everything right there. Go get that comic book today. You will love it. 120 pages. It's awesome.
All right.
And don't stalk him.
Don't stalk them. All right.
Look,
we want you guys do us all a favor. Separate. Go touch some grass this weekend. Go be a dad. Go be a friend. Go be a bro. Go be a mom. Go be anything but on the internet this weekend. I want you guys just to chill out, relax. It'll be better for you, better for your health, better for your mental health. Just go live a great life this weekend. With that said, I want you guys to have a great weekend. We'll see you guys bright and early at 11 a.m. Central Time back on Monday when we're back at it with Yellow Flash. It's going to be a great show.
And Lady Desiree.
And Dad will be joining us. Hooray! All right, appreciate y'all's support today. Thank you so much for whether you was direct donation, whether it was Rumble Rant, whether it was a super chat, or you just came in to say hi. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button on your way out. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great day, guys.